Hi everybody, out in the Everglades this evening. Beautiful place. I've never been in this part of the Everglades. In fact, if you just look over my shoulder, you'll see this sandy dirt trail. In fact, it's so sandy that I've decided to quit right here. I'm not too interested in sleeping out here tonight. So beautiful area, thicker trees than normal. In fact, I suspect there's a black bear eyeing me up for dinner, but I've got my handy Walmart BB gun, so I'm not too nervous. Anyhow, I wanted to talk to you about the first sentence in God's book. Anybody who writes a book knows that the very first sentence better be the best they can write to really grab the reader's attention. And God did that better than anybody else. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I mean, what a way to start a book. He's got me from the get-go. In the beginning, God. God has always existed. God has no birthday. God didn't come from something. God has always existed. But in the beginning, He made everything out of nothing. And that's the amazing thing. There was no pre-existing material out of which God made all that you and I see out here in the Everglades. No. In the beginning, God, who's always existed, gave time and space a beginning, and that includes making the Everglades and everything else in creation as well as you and me. So I thought I would just remind you of what some of the fathers in the faith had to say about all of this, because it's good to have a little bit of T-bone steak from time to time when it comes to this whole truth of creation. And so we have the Belgic Confession and the Augsburg Confession, and we have the Heidelberg Confession and the Westminster Confession, all just hitting this thing, hitting it out of the park every single time. And in particular, one of them says this: it pleased God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, now watch this, for the manifestation, for the revealing of the glory of His eternal power, wisdom, and goodness in the beginning, that's what Genesis 1:1 says, to create out of nothing, or make of nothing, the world and all things therein, whether visible or invisible, we know that, and all very good. So that's what happens to me when I get out here in the Everglades. What I see is the manifestation, the revealing, the exposing of three big things about God: His power, His wisdom, and His goodness. Anybody in the world can see that, even if they don't know about Jesus. Whether you're in the Philippines or Irian Jaya, or you're in the middle of Indonesia or China, or out here in the Everglades, you can see the power, the wisdom, and the goodness of God. In the beginning, God Himself, particularly Jesus, is the one who did it, made everything out of nothing so that we would be able to enjoy everything that He has made. After God made all creatures, He created man, male and female, with reasonable and immortal souls. We didn't exist before creation. Our soul is not eternal in terms of the past. It's only eternal going forward. And so God made us out of the dust of the earth, woman out of the rib of a man, and made it very clear about what we were supposed to be doing here. And one thing we are to do is to give Him glory. And it helps me just to look at what He's made to bring Him glory. And so I hope you're encouraged by the first sentence of the Bible today. I'm going to continue to enjoy the Everglades. If you want to know where this sandy trail is, I might be willing to tell you.